Hi everyone, Spider-Man 1991 here, and I'm here to do my comic reviews for comics that came out May 9th, 2012. Alright, first off from Image, Invincible number 91. What happens is, after last issue, which involved dinosaurs taking Mark away from the Viltrumite's ship where he's being cared for, Adam Eve goes up to the moon, she finds the ship in ruins, and she talks to the Viltrumite commander, and she basically then goes back to Earth and gathers Alan the Alien, Omni Kid, Mark's brother, Tech Jacket, and the new Invincible, formerly Bulletproof, whose real name is Zandale. She gathers them up so they can go find Mark and get him back from Dinosaurus. Anyways, the heroes find the base where Dinosaurus and Mark are. They basically attack Dinosaurus because they thought he kidnapped Mark, but Mark tries to get them to calm down, and when Mark tries to intervene and he tries to punch Alan the Alien, his arm gets his arm gets ripped in half. Not half, lengthwise, I'm talking vertical-wise, right here. Okay, basically, this is Mark's arm. He punches Alan, then, for some reason, it splits right here. So obviously Mark isn't really fine. Even though he said, at the beginning of the issue when he's talking, he says, he feels fine, but apparently that's not the case. So I think the Scourge virus may have screwed up Mark's powers for a bit. I hope he gets better soon, because I don't think the whole new Invincible thing, the whole Bulletproof as Invincible is going to last very long. I kind of hope that they could get Mark back together by the 100th issue, but I don't know, that doesn't look like that's going to happen soon, because they're only 9 issues away from 100, and I hope they get Mark better by then. Although the weird thing is, my only complaint is, again, how they portrayed Mark's arm getting all messed up. That he just punches Alan and it somehow causes it to split right here. That's a little weird. I figure if he punches Alan and he doesn't have his super strength or if his invulnerability is messed up, it would just, crush the bone and his arm would be like a saggy mass of skin and pieces of bone stuck in there. And some weird gross thing, but still, hopefully Mark can get better soon and he'll be back to wearing the costume and being a hero again. Alright, moving on to Marvel. Captain America, number 11. New story arc starts. Basically, there's a new villain going by the identity Scourge, and he's taken out people who've gone under the Witness Protection Program under S.H.I.E.L.D., their Witness Protection Program consists of former AIM scientists and I think former supervillains. And when one of Cap's allies, Diamondback, goes to warn one of the people that he's probably under attack, she gets attacked by the new Scourge. And right when the Scourge has her at gunpoint, before he walks away, she says that she might have an idea about who he is. So, we're getting a new storyline, new villain. The new Scourge definitely looks interesting. Also, forgot to mention this, but Cap also figures out the only way the new Scourge could have gotten the list of people in the program, obviously, must have gotten some inside info from S.H.I.E.L.D. So they have someone's obviously infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. And one of the infiltrators was shown in the book. Well, actually, I think that was already revealed, because one of the guys who Cap thought was the infiltrator immediately escaped saying "Hail Hydra," then took a cyanide tablet. So, I really hope this storyline pays off, because this is my last. This is pretty much for me the make or break storyline for Captain America. If this isn't any good, then I'm gonna drop it and either get something else or something. Okay, moving on. Scarlet Spider, number 5. There's a nuclear bomb somewhere in Houston, and Scarlet Spider is trying to find it. And while he's doing this, there are points where he wants to give up, and he just wants to pretty much get his friends together and get the hell out of the city. But his friend, Officer Layton, keeps encouraging him, dude, stick with it. We have to save these people. We can't let them die. And kind of reminds him that he is a superhero now, and he has to do this. And while this is going on, also Kane discovers he has a new power, which is to communicate with spiders. That's just weird. I'm not even sure how it works entirely. It's not like he talks to spiders like Aquaman back in the 70s. It's more like he can feel where the spiders are and sort of see what they see. And using this new ability, he discovers where the bomb is, Kane finds the bomb and he just rips out a few wires and that disables it. Apparently, that's how it works. I don't know. That just seems a little weird for me. That's the way they kind of portray that disabling a bomb is just like. I mean, I kind of figured disabling a nuclear bomb would probably be a little more complicated, but just he ripped out a few wires. That's kind of like a Deus Ex Machina. But yeah, still, it's a nice issue. Definitely, it's definitely some difficulty with Kane in that he's not. He may be a clone. He may have Peter Parker's DNA, but he's not Peter Parker. Okay, he's definitely struggling with the whole responsibility thing. And like this issue illustrates, there are going to be times where he's going to want to give up, maybe go to Mexico, but I think Kane will probably stick with it and figure things out. Okay, moving right along, a tie into Avengers vs. X-Men. Wolverine and the X-Men #9. Cyclops, Emma Frost, and Magic arrive at the Jean Grey school. Cyclops shows up and he's trying to talk to Logan. He tries to tell him that, Mutant tries to sort of win Logan over to their side, that he should be helping the X-Men, because he thought Logan would always be an X-Man first, no matter what. And basically Wolverine's like, no dice, I'm not buying this. But, however, other X-Men do decide to join Cyclops' side in the whole Avengers vs. X-Men battle. Rachel Grey, Iceman, Gambit, and Angel all decide that, we're tired. We don't want to see mutants lose Logan, so we're gonna join Cyclops' side just for, just to lend a hand and make sure that no one gets hurt. And the issue ends with the Shi'ar Death Commandos arriving on Earth, ready to take action against the Phoenix. So okay, very interesting turnout. I mean, even though Wolverine is definitely some sort of, I would say this is going to be a difficult choice for Wolverine because he's both an Avenger and an X-Men. We should have seen some of this coming, like maybe some X-Men on Wolverine's side would join Cyclops' side just for, mutants' sake. Not that they all agree with Cyclops, but just that they don't want to see mutants get hurt, and that's the chance what could happen during this battle. So, I think that was a very interesting issue to see some people from Logan's side sort of switch sides or something, because Cyclops does give a speech that no matter what, they are mutants and they should help, and so basically that's what happens. Some of them do go over to the Wolverine side, Cyclops' side, which is something that should have been a little obvious. But I'm still rooting on the Avengers side of the whole Avengers vs. X-Men thing. Yeah, but still, I would definitely say pick up Wolverine the X-Men if you aren't, and you are reading Avengers vs. X-Men, though. Okay, now for DC. Superboy #9. Basically what happens is the Teen Titans and the Legion Lost members are fighting the Ravagers. That's pretty much what happens the entire issue. It does pay most focus on the whole battle between Superboy and Dawnstar versus this guy on the cover, Warblade. And there's a moment where Timberwolf runs into Kid Flash, and he immediately recognizes Bart Allen, and we do get some more hints about Bart Allen's past and how he's connected to the future. And pretty much the Titans and the Legion beat the Ravagers. Then Harvest shows up saying, "I'm Harvest. You've all done well. Now I'm going to show you my true power." And that's pretty much it. Culling. Well, I didn't get the first part of this, so I can't really give a full opinion. I can't really give a honest opinion about what this story is. But basically, I think it's just, Teen Titans versus nowhere. That's all I'm saying about it. It's just super teens fighting each other. That's it. But, if you're getting the Culling storyline, then I guess you could pick up Superboy. But, if you want to skip something this week and you are getting Superboy on a regular basis, then I would just say skip it this month if you want. Because, if you're not reading the Culling, there's really no point of getting this. So, I'd say pass if you want. Unless you're like me, you don't want to hold in your collection. Otherwise, because, I got this mainly so that I would still get caught up a bit, but I really didn't need it. So, you can skip it if you want. Now, here's something great from DC. Green Lantern #9. we learn more about the Indigo Tribe. We actually learn some real legitimate facts. Okay, basically Hal Jordan escapes from the Indigo Tribe, was confronted by the Indigo Tribe, but he escapes. Then he finds the Indigo power. Then he uses his ring to find the Indigo Central Power Battery. Once he finds it, he meets a little monk who's a native of the Indigo planet. His name is Nostromo. Yeah, Nostromo, that's his name. And also he tells Hal that the meaning of the word knock is that it means may compassion. In English it means may compassion be with you, and also it's the name of the planet. And Nostromo also tells Hal that when there was a big invasion on this planet with another species invading Nostromo's species, Abin Sur showed up, saved the day, and then Abin discovered the Indigo light, and he and Nostromo made the Indigo rings. And they discovered that the rings, when whoever wears them would feel, they'd be overcome with tons of remorse and compassion for others. And so Abin Sur gave the first ring to the woman who would become Indigo 1. Her name was Irok. Yeah, Irok. And she killed Abin Sur's daughter. And Hal's a little shocked by this because he didn't know Abin had a daughter. And basically, Abin gave her the first ring, and when she put it on, she was overcome with remorse for her actions and is very sorry for it. And then Abin started to give the rings to other murderers and people who've done bad things and make them feel remorse. And then Hal pretty much thinks, okay, so Abin did this to cause people to feel empathy, but Nostromo tells him, no, the reason Abin Sur did this was because he saw a prophecy of the future. He saw the Blackest Night, and Hal said, Blackest Night passed, we won. And then Nostromo corrects him and says, oh no, that's not good, because once the Blackest Night is over, the fall of the core shall begin. And the people who will be behind the fall will be the Guardians of the Universe. So Abin Sur pretty much created the Indigo Tribe as an army, as his own little secret army that he could use in case of the Guardians try to destroy the Green Lantern Corps. And so Nostromo shows Hal the main central power battery, and he says that soon Abin Sur will come. We will attack the Guardians once Abin Sur comes back to lead us. And then Hal says, oh, yeah, sorry, but Abin Sur died. And then Nostromo goes, oh crap, all hope is lost! And he blows up the Indigo Central Power Battery, like, okay, Abin Sur's not coming back. Oh, hope's lost! Boom! I don't know, that was just a funny moment, and then Hal's like, wait, no, don't do that! Then the Indigo Tribe shows up, they get ready to arrest Hal, but then all their rings go offline. So the issue ends with Hal Jordan and Sinestro stuck on a planet with a bunch of murderers and psychopaths, which include Black Hand. So yeah, that was a very nice cliffhanger from Green Lantern. I would definitely recommend, if you're not getting this series for whatever reason, I have no idea why you're not, I would definitely recommend you get this because this is really great. We finally got some more answers to the Indigo Tribe, and apparently Abin Sur did obviously know about the Guardians' attack, and I really hope that they do find a way to defeat the Guardians once the Guardians start to try to destroy the Green Lantern Corps, because the Guardians have really turned into real D-bags lately. But Green Lantern is awesome. It's still awesome. Jeff Johns does an amazing job on that title. I would highly recommend you pick it up. Alright, now for something that that is definitely on the top of everyone's pull list for DC Comics. Batman, number 9. Batman still is using his bat armor to fight all the Talons, and when they nearly get through his armor, he activates the giant T-Rex in the Bat Cave as another security method, and then all of a sudden a swarm of bats come out from the cave and attack the Talons, giving Batman enough time to get out of the suit and then pretty much kick all their asses. And once Batman defeats the Talons, he immediately jumps in the Batmobile, heads into Gotham Raid to help make sure the Talons don't kill anyone. So Alfred says to Batman that he has sent the message and that members of the Bat family are dealing with this. And Batman says that checks the list to see who's still out there, and he goes to help his friend who we saw from earlier in the issues, Lincoln March, But when Batman goes to save March, he discovers that March is already dead, and March just shot one of the Talons in the chest and killed it. And then when Batman tries to help March says that it's too late for him, and he gives Batman a piece of paper, and he says that he tracked some of the members of the court down, and says that he should probably give it to Bruce Wayne. And March basically dies, and then Batman checks the list, and he contacts Alfred and says, "Alfred, I figured out where they live. I know where they live. The Court of Owls attacked my house. I'm going to go burn theirs to the ground." And that's Batman for you. Well, what needs to be said? Scott Snyder is killing it on this title. I mean, this is definitely the best comic of the week for me. And I didn't say this, but when Batman's dealing with the Talons in the Batcave, he's also telling the story about, in his monologue, he's also telling the story about how his ancestors first moved into the manor. The house was filled with bats, so to get rid of the bats, the members sent in birds, particularly owls, to get rid of the bats. But it didn't really get rid of all the bats. All it did was just push them back further into the caves. So, still great writing. This is the best series. If you are not picking this up, what is wrong with you? This is pretty much the best DC title out there. Everyone's had mixed feelings about the relaunch, but Batman is just freaking amazing. I would highly recommend this to everyone. Definitely check it out. Even though, another thing about the Knights of the Owl crossover, I'm not going to buy all the different Bat House this is crossing into, but I was thinking about buying Nightwing, but my budget won't allow me, so I'm sticking with the main Bat series, which it still works. I mean, you don't really need to get all the crossovers. I would say stick with the main Batman title, and I think you'll be fine. So, that's my comic reviews for this week. Batman number 9. Awesome. Definitely my favorite pick of the week. Green Lantern number 9. Secrets in the Indigo Tribe are revealed, and Abensor definitely knew about the Guardians getting rid of the Green Lantern Corps, and he was prepared. Superboy number 9 ties into the culling. If you're not reading that, I would say pass. Wolverine the XMen number 10. Very nice issue. Very interesting how some of Logan's X-Men have decided to work with Cyclops because of the Avengers vs. X-Men event. Scarlet Spider number 5. Kane's definitely trying to accept responsibility into his life for the people of Houston. Captain America number 11. New Scourge is attacking people. This story is going to either make or break the series for me. And Invincible number 91. Mark seems to be fine, but he really isn't. Hopefully he can heal himself before the 100th issue. And those are my comic reviews for the week. Comment below if you agree or disagree. Thanks for watching. Spider-Man 1991 saying see you later.